it's precisely because of your efforts that I can confirm today that we've met our 4 tests for further easing the lockdown in England. This unlocking amounts to a very considerable step on the road back to normality, and I am confident that we will be able to go further. Subject to the impact of step 3 on the data, we remain on track to move to step 4 on the 21st of June. And to give business more time to prepare, we'll be saying more later this month about exactly what the world will look like and what role there could be, if any, for certification and social distancing. And today, we're taking a step towards that moment when we learn to live responsibly with COVID, when we cease eventually to rely on detailed government edicts and make our own decisions based on the best scientific advice about how to protect our families and those around us. So from next Monday, we're updating the guidance on close contact between friends and family, setting out the risks for everyone to make their own choices. This doesn't mean we can suddenly throw caution to the winds. In fact, more than a year into this pandemic, we all know that close contact, such as hugging, is a direct way of transmitting this disease. So I urge you to think about the vulnerability of your loved ones, whether they've had a vaccine, 1 or 2 doses, and whether there has been time for that vaccine to take effect. Today, we are announcing the single biggest step on our roadmap, and it will allow us to do many of the things that we've yearned to do for a long time. So let's protect these gains by continuing to exercise caution and common sense.
Last week you said there was a good chance we could scrap social distancing rules altogether after June the 21st. The scientists doing the modelling suggest we have no idea what will happen if that is done. Would that really be a wise move in that case?
When it comes to social distancing from June the 21st, I look at the data very carefully, and I think at the moment it looks to me as though we may be able to dispense with the 1 metre plus rule. That's not yet decided. It's not yet clear. We'll have to wait and see. But it's by being prudent and being cautious that we've been able to make the progress that we have. As I say, we'll be saying more to everybody, more to business, to give everybody as much clarity as we can about how they should prepare by the end of this month, getting ready for June the 21st.
There are currently 3 Indian variants, but the one that we're worried about at the moment in the UK is the 617.2. It has gone up very sharply, and I think that's a reason for us to be very careful about it. And there's a lot of work being done by Public Health England to try and delineate where it is and to work out ways by testing and isolation we can get that on top of get on top of the curve of that. India has also gone into the red list, which means that new people coming in will have been significantly reduced. But I think what you know, in answer to both your question and to the previous one, what we know is with all the variants that things can come out of a blue sky. You're not expecting it, and then something happened. That happened obviously with the B117, and that has happened to India with this variant as well. So I think it would be very imprudent to say it is impossible. I think at this point in time, I think our view is that this is a highly transmissible variant, at least as transmissible as the B117 variant. It is possible it is more transmissible, but we'll have to see at this point in time. At this point in time, our view is it is less likely to be able to escape vaccination than some of the other variants, particularly the South African one, but the data are not properly in there.